Now, so this is if you continue our previous call, right? So we are here. So I have a customer ID, customer name, customer address, customer number, customer location, customer fax ID. So now columns are there means how you need to define. This is my column one, column two, column three, column four, column five, column six. Total how many columns are there? One column, two column, three column, four column, five column, six column. Means six columns. How many rows? I don't have any data here. So there is no rows in this table. Now I will type some rows. Customer ID 123. Customer name Kumar. Customer address Rajoli. Customer number 9999 00000. Customer location. This is house number and all. This location is nothing but Telangana TG and customer fax ID fax hyphen 123. So now how many records are there? How many rows are there means now I have only one row. This is called a one row means this is a row. How many rows are there? One. Otherwise you can say this entire line is one record. Okay, can called a record also. One record. How many columns are there like this means? This is one column. This is one column. This is one column. This is one column. So this is one column. This is one column. It means total how many columns are there? Total six columns. For this six column, we can say field also. Field is nothing but column name. Column. We can say field or column. How many fields are there means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many columns are there means same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many rows are there means one row. How many records are there means one record. Like this we need to define. So go forward. If someone asks you in this table structure, how many records are there? Only one record. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns are there. Like this, you need to define. Here, how many columns are there means? One column. How many records are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 records are there. Total 5 records. How many columns? Only one column. What is the column name? ID. What is the field name? ID. What is the data? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7. This is the data. This is we called as a records. How many records are there? 5 records. What is the column name? ID. What is the field name? ID. Okay. What is the data? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. How many records are there? 5 records. Like this, you need to keep in your mind. Whenever if I ask at midnight also, you need to tell these things. This is very, very basic. If you understand what is the column, what is the data, what is the field, what is the row, and what is the record, then it is easy for you for the next class. If you don't understand here, then it is very difficult while writing a query by using this SQL. Okay. So this called as a structured data. This is called a structured data. How it is structured data? See, under ID, customer ID, you can see only customer IDs. Under customer name, you see Kumar, name, all you know. And customer address, hash 5-52, 5-53, 5-54, all address under customer address. Customer number, mobile number, okay, 99, blah, blah, things. So only phone numbers. And location, Telangana, Chennai, whatever. Fax ID, fax 123, fax 1241. So the data has been divided under exact columns. Okay, this is called a structured data. For this combination of column and rows, we called as a table. Table is nothing but it is a object. Okay, and the object contains column and rows. Okay, the column and rows combination is called a table. Okay, so table, it means structured wise you have a table format. This is the table. Now, if you want the data, for example, if you want the data, okay, then there are some process we can see the data, how we can retrieve, how we can ensure. Okay, so now any questions here? Just wanted to start. What is row? What is column? What is the data? How many records are there? Do you have any questions here? Hello? Anyone? This is very, very.
No, no.
Yeah. No. Are you guys fully understand about the data and the column and rows?
Yes,
Everybody.
understand. Yes,
Yes, sir.
understood.
I guess I'm hearing very less voice from you guys. Speak loudly.
Yes, understood, Anna.
Understood, no?
Okay, this is very much important. Okay, so now you see this, the arrow, the entire line, it says one column. And this particular line, this is called as a row. But the ID, name, location, this is the header. Okay, we called as a header. This one is a header. This is header. Header is nothing but the name of that particular column. The header is nothing but the name of that particular column. Okay. So it defines customer ID. ID means we know employee ID, customer ID, partner ID, student ID. So under student ID, you will have only ID. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? And name, under name, you will have a name only. Kumar, Rajesh, Raghu, Sweta, Fayaz, like that. Now, for example, under customer name, if I have 1, 2, 3, what is the meaning of 1, 2, 3? Is it name? We know from the beginning when we have a knowledge, when we are know this is name. We in our surroundings, right? If in our surroundings we used to call, you know, each person by naming, right? We will call Jakir by name, Jakir. For example, now I have 100 members, and under 100 members, Jakir name around 5 members are there. Now, if I call under 100 members, Jakir, who is Jakir means everyone they will raise their hands, Jakir. I have just taken the Jakir. Now I will say, okay, uh, Achugatla Jakir. Now, under Achugatla Jakir, if the people are those 2 members, for example, then under 5, they will raise only 2 hands. Achugatla Jakir. Okay, under Achugatla Jakir, they will have some identity name, right? Again, we will call with that. Then the one person will come to the picture. So, similarly, here also, okay, you will have a one common definition of your person name. So we need to keep under that particular column only. Correct? So if you are just putting 1, 2, 3, for example, if you go to the China or if you go some other place, if you don't know what their names are, right? For example, If someone they're calling and they are going because they know their name. For example, we don't know what name it is. Now, how do we call? Correct? So when we go first, we introduce ourselves, right? Hi, my name is Hanif. They will tell their name. Then we will understand, okay, this person name is XYZ. If that person says 1, 2, 3, for example, okay, then we call as 1, 2, 3. Hi, 1, 2, 3, how are you? If that person says my name is blah blah, then we call as a blah blah because they have given their name. They are identifying, yes, I am the blah blah. I am the 1, 2, 3, right? Generally, the names are not identified with the numbers. Why we are keeping the number then means to have a sequence because I will have a hundreds of customers and customer I will have a Kumar another guy, but that employee number will be different. Otherwise, it is a duplicate data. Correct? So that guy is, for example, Shantinagar. So this customer ID defines unique column. Maybe you have 100 Kumars, but you are identified. Then I will say customer ID, employee ID is 1, 2, 3 means that guy will come because that is a unique identity. If I say Kumar, there are 10 people, the Kumars will stand up. Then I will forget which Kumar it is. Again, I'll check 1, 2, 3 Kumar, right? Employee ID 1, 2, 3. Who is 1, 2, 3? Then under 10 members, they will come up and yeah, I am the 1, 2, 3 employee number is like this. They will identify, right? So that is how the data defines customer ID means only ID should be there, which is unique. And name means the definition of the person and address where he is located and mobile number, what number he is using, okay, and which state, and that does he have fax ID or anything, okay. So those definitions like what I have mentioned here, okay. So this is called information. This is called the data. Data contains what? That information. Under data, under table, okay, you will have a combination of rows and columns. So when you define like this, okay, when you define like this is a column. This is one more column. This is another column. This is your row. This is your row. Okay. And this is your row. These are all rows. If you go like this is a row. If you go like this is a column. So here, if you are using a star, for example, all columns. Okay, star means all columns. This names, whatever we have, right? In IT, we called as a header. You need to understand. What is my header means you need to tell this is the header. Entire called as a header. Okay? Or if you go by column names, yeah, you need to tell call name, field name. So if you go to the data, this is the data. Okay, like this we need to define here. Okay, so I can go by just by explaining one data, I can take, more than 2, 3 hours. But if I go like this, right, then it is very difficult. We cannot manage, okay, all these topics in within the period. It extend at the timings. But this is very much important. I'm going deeply to understand you guys. You should not have any doubts. Okay. So I'm repeating again because whenever I ask, don't disappoint me. Okay. If you disappoint me, guys, really, I don't know what to say. Okay. So here you see how many records are there? Raghu? How
Two
many
records అన్నా.
Hmm?
ఇక్కడ two records ఉన్నాయి.
I'm not able to hear you properly, Raghu.
Two records.
Can you type here? How many
అన్నా
how many
two
records?
records.
Two.
Yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4.
ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಂಪನಿ
Here,
ನಂಬರ್
how
ಬಂದ್ರೆ
many records are there?
ಕಂಪನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ
3 records are there.
Then you said earlier two.
Here I see in the last one. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
got it. Now I'm talking about here. Here, how many records are there?
3 records are there.
How many columns are there?
3 columns are there.
Okay. Under ID column, how many records are there? Under ID?
ID 3 records.
Now, under name, how many records are there?
3 records.
Under ID, how many records are there?
4.
Now, under table, how many records are there?
4 records.
Exactly. Okay. If you come like this, column to column, then 3 records, because here null. But when you come up the entire, then it is a 4 records, because these are all we pass as a null. It's a just a null, not a string null. Okay. So like this, you need to tell. Very good, Ram. Very good. Now, this is the structure for to have here. Okay. So this is also an Excel sheet. Okay. Here also we can store more data. Okay. Here we can store more data. But what will happen more than that if I want to store? Then this Excel sheet will not maintain this data. So it will hang or it will crash the file. So that is the reason. Okay. The IT guys who are invented this SQL, right? What they have done, they have created a database. For example, 1 or 2 data, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs data, till 4 lakhs or something, we can manage in Excel sheet. You can store the data in the table format. Okay. But after that, you cannot, beyond that limitation, you cannot store the data here. At that time, you need to see alternative, right? So in the current world, okay, we have to see alternative always. Why? Because now you see, if you stick to that, you cannot able to survive. For example, you want a iPhone, but you don't have a budget. You have some 10,000. You need a mobile, but you need a iPhone. Hmm? You need an iPhone, but you have a budget 10,000. What will you do? Don't you buy the mobile? Or within the budget, first you will buy a mobile. What you do? Shweta, what you do?
I will buy mobile within the budget firstly. Later,
Correct?
I will do hardware and I will buy the iPhone.
Exactly. Correct? So
Yes, Anna.
you need a iPhone here. That is your ambition. But you don't have a budget, you have a 10,000 only. Now you are looking for an alternative or not?
Yes,
Correct?
Anna.
So exactly, whenever you have anything, this Excel sheet earlier, before we start a SQL databases, then we used to use this Excel sheet for any calculations. But by go forward, what happened? This Excel sheet, okay, it has a limitations, and beyond the data, we could not able to store. And beyond this limitations, we could not able to do proper calculations. So that is the reason at that time, okay, our scientists who has used, I mean, these people are scientists only because see, they invented new things. Now they have introduced database. Under database, you have a different companies, they have their own databases. Okay, I'll go by that in 2 minutes. Okay, so here, if you see, this is the data, how they have created this. Okay, the pro who has developed that, they have created first, for the structured data, and it can read by column and okay, and you can store any data, how many years of data, there is no limitation. You will get the data, but it will take some time. But you don't see any crashings or anything. But here, the Excel sheet will give you the problem. So that is the reason. Okay, we need to see alternative when you don't have a proper solution at that time. So always you need to keep plan B. Okay, plan B is very important always. If you have a only plan A, sometimes it fails, then you will be failed. But you need to have a plan B. So similarly, these people always they try to do something like this. So why we have kept this skill set here above? So when you learn SQL, you will be perfect in SQL. When you learn Python, you will be perfect in Python. And using these two, you will be survive here, and you will be survive here. So that is very important. Alternative skills are important. So the combination again you need to look. So using Python SQL, you can utilize the Databricks and ADF. If you need to learn little bit ADF here, that's it. Okay, that is very important. Now, coming back to the structured data, whatever we have here, right? Okay, so after the limitations of Excel sheet, they come up with some databases. Okay, databases. Under database, you have a MySQL. Okay, SQL Server. Okay, and IBM DB2. Okay, Teradata and Vertica. My favorite database, Oracle, hmm, MongoDB, Postgres, okay, and when you come to the cloud, Snowflake, hmm, and Redshift, okay, and there is a Delta Lake. We will discuss later that portion, okay, and there are many, there are many. So these are all concept. These are all right. They have a common called a SQL language. So if you learn this SQL language, you can work here, you can work here, you can work entire databases, which are not exist here also, you can work there also. So that is how they have designed, SQL. Then why they have defined this many different softwares, different databases means each database has its own benefits and uh, losses. Like we can take advantages and disadvantages, advantages and disadvantages. So it has their own advantage and disadvantage. It has their own advantage and disadvantage. Like this, these are all having their own advantages and disadvantages. What kind of advantages and disadvantages? Performance level and cost level and features level. Only these three: performance, cost, and features. So if you take this one, cost is very less, you will have some performance issues. If you take this one, you will have a better performance, cost also like that, and feature also will be there. So like this. So there are it mostly depending on the client how he is good at putting the effort on money of by purchasing the software. That is very important. Okay. So go forward. We will touch Snowflake as well here. I missed it actually. We will touch Snowflake as well. So how do we need to learn these many things? No. Say I'll start with SQL, okay, and end up with the Microsoft SQL. So this will comes in between. Okay. So you need to just this is just a view how we can execute. For that only I'll show you. Okay. I'll give you the entire information about SQL. This is just overview. Okay. I hope you got some clarity on the data and columns and rows. Okay, right? And tomorrow session we can have, okay, how we can install. We will take the anyone, any of the software like Snowflake and Oracle. Okay, so Snowflake means you need a internet and you need to create a one account, or Oracle means one time. But this offline practice, yes, this is good. You can practice same SQL. Okay, online if you want to practice by using, then go to the Snowflake. But I will always prefer, okay, you use both, because in case if you don't have a data, then practice here. If you have a data, then go here. Because go forward, we will be working on the Oracle and as well as Snowflake. This is very important. I don't want to use my data network, then go to the Oracle. So offline, if you can work, you can practice 24 by 7. Okay, this does not require any data, but it requires the data, because they will give you this some $10,000. So that $10,000 only they can able to practice. Again, you need to create a new user account. That also I'll explain you guys in the class. Okay, we have a 5 minutes time. Okay, do you have any questions here? Who newly joined? Already most of them knows a SQL, but in case if you don't have any idea about SQL, okay, please let me know. And whatever I have discussed here, so far I have taken example only for the structured data. Okay, I have not discussed the semi-structured data and unstructured data. I have just given one example for the unstructured data. Okay, so if I go by Google, I'll show you types of structured data. Okay, you can see here. Use the AI, okay, Chat GPT, Copilot. Use those things to better understand it. Okay. Emails, NoSQL database, CSV, XML, JSON, okay, electronic data, interchange, EDI, HTML, RDF. These are all semi-structured data. Okay, these are all semi-structured data. These are all semi-structured data. And unstructured data. Okay? Rich media, entertainment data, surveillance data, geospatial data, spatial data, audio, weathers data, document collection, invoice records, emails, productivity applications, Internet of Things, okay, sensor data, ticketer data, okay, analyst, machine learning, artificial intelligence. These are all unstructured data. Like whatever we type in WhatsApp, okay, Twitter, Facebook, those are all unstructured data. See here you have a surveillance data, hmm? and whatever you have is the sensors data. Okay, these things. And if you see structured data, okay, Excel file, SQL database, point of sales data, waveform results, search engine optimization stacks, dictionaries, okay, inventory controls, reservation systems. So these are all you can find this kind of data in, okay, structured format. Okay, Excel, we have discussed just now. Okay, this thing, how we can define column and rows. Okay, SQL database, which we are going to discuss now. These are all structured data. This is very important before you start any SQL databases. Okay, they, everyone will have their own type of teaching skills. Okay, I have a different teaching skill which is required for a real-time usage. Okay, so before you go with the SQL database, you need to understand the types of data. That is my intention. Okay. So that you can easily understand when you are practicing the SQL database. Okay. So this is called structured, semi-structured, unstructured data. And this is the column and rows, whatever we have discussed so far. Okay. In case if you have any doubt, please let's discuss here. Okay. Otherwise, we can wind up the call. And what I will do, I will upload the same recording sessions in our YouTube channel. Okay, I'll give you the link, and later also you can go through these things. But don't spend on the YouTube. Okay, and whenever you are in the class, please concentrate here itself. Okay. And within the 1 minute, the call will be going to close. And the same tomorrow we will connect at 7 a.m. Okay. And tomorrow we will discuss SQL, how what is the SQL and what are the commands we have and how we can create a table. Everything we will discuss and with the uh, examples. Okay. Then you will get better understanding. Am I clear?
Clear, Anna.
Yes, Anna.
I hear only Raghu voice. Others, you people are not, you don't have interest to talk or you don't have interest to type at least. Okay. And better